can you describe an example of a typical project you would be working on currently?
Again, I'm a special education teacher, and I've had experience in the self-contained classroom and ICT setting. So that's like one of the roles, one of the daily roles that I play. But over my career, I took on roles as a union representative for 6 years, working with, I guess, with the union and doing many things outside of the school setting. So that's one of the great things about teaching and working at schools is that you have your role as an educator. For me, I'm a special education teacher, but there's also opportunities for you to actually do a lot of other things. If some of you've seen my LinkedIn, for 2 years, I was a diversity and inclusion coordinator at the school. Sorry for the background noise. So I was able to actually work on my school's hiring process. For years, I was the only minority male teacher at the school. It was almost a decade. So I tried to use my own influence on my administration and working with parents to try to actually increase the number of minority teachers at the school. Also, being able to build a lot more a lot more with some of our parents going through and trying to figure out ways to actually redevelop our school environment to actually fit the representation of who we are actually teaching. So for the last 2 years, I did that, but currently I took a step back from that role, and I'm playing a role working with affinity groups at my school, trying to provide a little bit more of of a mentor, I guess a way for a lot of us teachers of color to actually come together and work within a space that sometimes has a tendency to be very heavily not as I guess some leadership and other components don't really look like us. So we come together, try to kind of create a voice for, within our school to try to influence curriculum and everything else. And it's great. And I also played a role as a couple of years ago as a mentor for a lot of for through an organization called Expanded Ed, where they worked with a lot of CBOs, the organizations that run after-school programs. So I was a mentor for a group of young men who were contemplating becoming educators. So, and throughout the year, I'm giving them, working with them on their pedagogy and just trying to coach them up of potentially becoming a teacher.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magner Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.